Welcome everyone back to this channel with our love for PowerPC and other architectures. Here with this beautiful IBM RS 6000 RISC Systems 6000 7043-150 P43 or so. Should this not be P43, I believe. Let's better support them before Linus Torvalds, his Linux Foundation and gang are deleting these beautiful machines also from their hobby monolithic Linux kernel. Better support meaning right now I finally fully installed this on this. I never, with my history of 20 years at Rock Linux previously, which is not T2, supporting those, Rock Linux was one of the few distributions who kinda supported booting those from optical media, and I improved the support recently in T2. We have still some tiny little things to do. Only today I finally set this better up to boot. What we need to do is two things: automated partitioning, because the thing is, of course, with this being a CHRP, Common Hardware Reference Platform, previously also being prep for PowerPC reference, whatever platform or so, of all this PC-like and not and Apple and Power Mac, all of those boot differently, right? So while we had always since over 20 years amazing support to boot from, also nice shades of sun, boot PowerPC, they, of course, Apple boots differently, think differently, boot differently, and welcome everyone. Apple machines boot via a blessed file on HFS, hierarchical file system. And so for prep we need a prep partition, so this, and obviously because not only I forget this, but most people don't even know and care, we actually should script that. We need a type 41 probably. Probably. I mean, I didn't check if the type matters. I would think the type matters, but chances are it doesn't matter. It's like whether the firmware checks the type, whatever. But yeah, we need to partition this. So you know, on which machine should we do this? Also the wrong machine. Here. Should we do this locally? I also wonder if we run Stone. Oh, actually, I have the 43p name in the. I think I said 43. How was it? Install, I believe. Let's hope this doesn't. Okay, this is not the right terminal. Oh, this is my serial terminal, because of course we're using this Stone install. So let's get this stuff done. This is secure shell, which is a little bit faster. So I hope this doesn't ruin something, but hey, worst case, it's only test installation. It's freaking slow though, for some reason. So it's my test installation, of course, freaking testing LVM2 stuff. And does this list? Okay, this does currently not list auto partitioning. That's what I wanted to check. How do we do this best? Yeah. Okay, maybe we do that here. So it's a little bit slowish. Slightly wonder why that is so slowish. Is this really that slow? Yeah. Okay, fine. For some reason also I was slow. But hey, it's 375 megahertz. But of course this applies to slightly faster workstations as well. So I have a subversion checkout here, of course. Hopefully you see that mostly. Stone mod. Actually we could div that, so this installation is from some weeks or months. Probably some stuff changed since then. Let's see what I have on the system. Mod ends, yeah, quite some stuff changed. Okay, let's probably better install that and try that again. Yeah, quite some. Yeah, probably all the locking and whatnot. Yeah, this of course still doesn't support this. Not like someone beside me would have magically done that. So we could theoretically directly edit it in this here and copy it back, then we can better test this. So the native editing experience, I probably should native editing on 375 megahertz system. So here we have platforms. So yeah, we have to do super P3 and stuff. So platform 2 in. This probably should be. Yeah, this. Okay, let's double check it. This should be chirp. Okay, we can actually do that in one then. CHRP, only one case assign either of them. Just always yeah. So then Power Mac. We need a dedicated partitioning here. So the good news is, hey, we don't need to use the shitty MacF disk for the HFS bootstrap. Which do we copy? So the thing is, I can't test that today. So basically we need label DOS. Maybe we copy HPPA risk. And best without messing it up completely. Why did I? Somewhere like here. I hate copy and paste in them. So, does this look better? Probably, right? So, PowerPC any chirp. So, we need a bootstrap partition. So, we need something similar actually. So, for now, let's maybe, 2 megabyte works, maybe some headroom for larger grub stuff. Let's try with 4. I believe this was type 41 or... Yeah, 41. Type 41. And to think a little bit. What did I had here? Yes. Okay, these are the file systems. Okay, that's a swap boot. So the thing is, we don't technically need a boot partition. We have a fancy enough. How do we do this best? As we don't need that, maybe we don't set one up. So that would be 3 swap. No boot. Maybe our goal should be, if we don't need one, don't set one up. So that probably should work. Something of that sort. That is only one thing. Basically, okay, let's test it a little bit. Obviously I'm not formatting my running system. I'll test this in the next time I install it. Some SCSI disk action. Okay, it is twice here. Why do we have this? Maybe because... Okay, that is not ideal. Why do we have that twice in here? Probably want to... The actual thing is, we could... Need to check how my... We could support... How did this work? Alright, I think the menu only fills for EFI. Disk partition. Okay, this is some other. Okay, where do we assign this? Chirp platform 2. Okay, here we assign that. Do we do that for all? Ah, here we do EFI platform EFI. Why do I, if that platform is maybe this was okay, I think that might be kind of a sinkhole, given that that has EFI. If platform, then why do I have this here like that? I kind of think we don't need that, because we reassign platforms, so not really sure why. Yeah, do the usual win-win. You better implement fancy IBM PowerPC stuff, and you fix some x86 ARM RISC-V EFI menu title thing. Bug. So chirp. What else did I write? So theoretically, this also means where do we have LVM2? Theoretically, do we not have somewhere? We have one FET. Where do we have? Ah, here is type LVM. Here, because theoretically we could, you know what, let's be fancy and support. Should we lock here on PowerPC? Basically this is unique, isn't it? The chances that there are other chirp things probably next to 0. And then we also need to change the installation to install not Wire and blessed HFS folder, but Wire as a partition, which is a little bit cool. So here, PowerPC chirp stuff, just that we don't do this now. Probably kind of thought. We need, however, type. Where do we have that? Where do we? Somewhere is basically just had seen that already. Wait, why do we? Otherwise we clear platform, okay. Because we need to check here for, where do we have this type? Type is to the disk partition. Disk partition. Luke's LVM. Because we should use another. Here is type LVM. So this is just for swap, so that we do swap on. Do we even? What do we do here? Okay, the LVM stuff we can test later. Famous last word, and then it's forgotten, never implemented. But so PowerPC, so swap, so basically. To do type looks LVM. But label DOS, we need the bootstrap partition, the prep partition to boot should be 0. Yeah, must be 0 unless you want to change your open firmware environment. Yeah, I basically probably should try to test this in QEMU. That is too time consuming to test on real hardware. So that is that. Copy that here. Oops. So what do we have here? The next, yeah, actually, you know what, PS3, right? We probably, for some good measure, share, like, subscribe. Watch later today or tonight when we add auto partitioning to the PS3. Yes. So prep chirp. This types to do. It probably has some. Do you see that? No, you don't. Edit PowerPC chirp auto partitioning to stone and fix to not list from twice, something of that sort. Edit PowerPC chirp auto partitioning to stone, fix stone installer, title to not list platform, something of that sort. The other thing was stone installation. So right now, is it that stone crop 2? Does not be configured. The thing is, I mean, if, and welcome everyone, if this triggers you that it's just shell scripting, I prefer shell scripting, like readable, not segmentation faulting shell scripting over custom YOLOing that in C, Rust, or C++, or Python, Perl, whatever. You can call, the thing is, I prototyped that years ago when I redone, because the thing is, previously we had one Yaboot for PowerPC, one Zilo for Spark, one grub for x86. Now we have grub2 for nearly everything, and the problem is that this support becomes increasingly not the most readable to maintain. What we need here now is basically the same thing. Yeah, it becomes so. Yeah, you prototype that in shell, and then years later, like due even in shell, it becomes a mess. What we basically need, by the way, did I edit that already since stone mod, where do we have? Ah, didn't edit this recently. We basically need a similar platform thing, because then it's not just PowerPC anymore. And because even here, theoretically, this should then be Arch. So basically we shouldn't ask, like, how many? I mean, that that is not mission critical, but would be nice to have. But what we need is somewhere So currently it's becoming a mess of custom YOLOing. I basically, after prototyping, I kind of thought I need to refactor even the shell script here. Because, so if not, why did I, all right. So I custom YOLOed PowerPC because that has Apple PowerPC installed firmware readable HFS partition. Do you like, I mean, you could refactor that more readable nicely in pre and post, like more generic, like pre-platform custom YOLOing, generic platform stuff, and yeah. And welcome everyone wanting to try Bcache, FS, GitHub, whatever. For those, welcome. Thanks for... Why does this not... Yeah, happy that this link posts there for whatever reason. So, so basically, yeah, we need to etc. And that's also why I have the remachine running, right? Probably you could... I didn't check, so QEMU does only have one prep platform, and actually, no, I did check this. I checked QEMU P40 or whatever that is, and it didn't boot my ISO for some reason. So maybe, why do I keep this hardware? Besides it looks gorgeous and stuff, you can't test everything with QEMU, right? And also, like, if you want to improve QEMU, it's actually helpful to have the hardware. Like, how do you want to implement emulation and virtualization if you don't know how the hardware behaves? So vi, that is install and grub2, and from install we probably copy this platform stuff here. YouTube wants what's a bitrate, cool stuff. So check error, especially crypt and stuff. Okay, detect platform. So platform, we had Arch here, and should we? So platform EFI, otherwise. I mean, we don't need all of that. So we have Arch. I mean, maybe we leave it because of the thing is, if I change it, there are always pros and cons, right? I could SED this now from Arch to platform, but the downside, the con would be introducing new bugs, right? So what I probably will do for now is use platform 2 here. Actually, yeah, I guess for now I will keep it like this. So this attention, how do we abbreviate? Shared with stone mod install. Keep a little bit in sync. Attention. Yeah. What is the most? Sync, where is it somewhat? So, because this platform grabbing stuff here, platform 2 grabs this stuff, or what do we have here? Ah, this is removal. Okay, so if we have, because this is platform EFI. Wait, did I not set this platform EFI, then platform dash EFI? Otherwise, no, this should set. Okay, fine, whatever I previously had done with the title. So we don't have alpha yet. Let me think about that. So, I mean, we could theoretically, like, if we want to keep that in sync, I mean, very theoretically, we could create some shared file library. The sun is nicely, not so good. Sun on me. Probably in this sun we should work on the sun. Huh. Cheers. Question there, do I have a Raptor computing system? No, we are not that fancy. We only have cheap, old stuff that we can afford, as this Raptor stuff was too expensive. We have a Power 8 though that I recently got for dirt cheap, $150. the 10 core 80 thread Power 8 Tine open power thing. Everything else in $150 is too expensive. Because for that money I could, yes, open and stuff and firmware blobs, but more epic thread ripping Ryzen compute power for that price. So yeah, so what we probably should do is we could actually, you know what, we could, if access, you know what, we could write it like this. If accesses firmware EFI, then platform equals arch EFI, otherwise switch. Then we don't need to have all of this stuff here. Also arch dash. And so PowerPC, I mean, basically we don't like, because in the installer, so the code installer is slightly different. Where we clear platform if we don't support auto partitioning, and grub we don't need that if it's EFI, or like we anyway only have run and have code for this platform. So so yeah, otherwise custom do that. So basically, what do we have? Spark. Wait, this is platform 2, right? Okay, but we can still leave it like this. So PowerPC platform 2 would be here. So PowerPC platform 2, is that here? I mean, theoretically we could always, we could basically always append it, right? So, I mean, so yeah, the code is a little bit different from, like basically if PowerPC is then added, otherwise we don't need that. So I guess something as simple as that. And then we need to still change the code. So that also means, because we did run NeoFetch already for you for some good measure. Yeah, performance, shell scripting, freaking whatever crazy stuff NeoFetch is doing there. It's not the most efficient shell scripting apparently. So package, what did I want? Stone. Let's improve the EFI stuff here while, so that should work, famous last words. So basically we add, I just wanted to clear the search thing there. So platform, EFI, then, I mean, basically, yeah, basically we wouldn't need to grab for platform 2. Yeah, whatever. So EFI platform EFI, do we use it more often here? I mean, if we have EFI, then we support it. So yeah. Platform equals platform dash EFI. Otherwise, because then we can simplify that here. EFI is supported already. So if it's not EFI, then this doesn't auto partition. By the way, does this not syntax error? I think on modern bash the syntax errors because it's, or does it? I thought the syntax errors. Did I not have alpha auto partitioning already? I have alpha here. Why is this? Okay, this is no operation. Basically that, because, okay, this does nothing, otherwise we clear it. Okay, this makes sense. What did I do now? If right? YouTube whines more about bitrate. So that is platform PC. Spark, what is? Okay, Spark we always assign platform 2. Does it make sense what I've done here? EFI or nothing. EFI or PC, I guess that probably should be fine. So should test that though. So that still works. PPC chirp. It's crazy how slow shell scripting is. Probably also need to invent a jittered shell thing. I guess that didn't yield any errors. I'm a little bit surprised by that. Let's run this in text mode to better see any syntax errors. Interesting. Good. Let's commit this nice cleanup. EFI, platform EFI. Simplify. Still not inst. Wonderful. I hate native mouse support and terminal things. I left the new line. Shit. Anyway. So, stone grub. What we need to do here is basically, I mean, the good thing is PowerPC. I mean, for Spark we need other custom assignments. For Spark we need Spark checking for Spark. Sun for V is not enough because the early Sun for V didn't implement GPT support. So we need to fire up our Sun T4 later and check. We can check in this firmware, open firmware, whatever device node package support stuff for supported GPT, support for more elegant booting on those machines. So, but PowerPC. That was here. So basically, all this. The irony is this is also broken on PowerPC for some reason. At least on some of my Power machines, I realized the search doesn't work. I believe. I need to check that though. On some machines that didn't boot, I believe the search arrows out for some like accessing IEEE open firmware device things. So I actually need to check that. So basically, I need to factor that out in functions to be more maintainable. I mean, this stuff you cannot code much different. Ironically, even if you would do this in C, C++, Ruby, Rust, you would exec VE that. I mean, unless you implement all of HFS in Rust or so. So what we need to do is here detect like conditional on chirp and PowerPC and stuff. Can never have too many conditionals. And deboot grub, I need to check. We need to embed some custom script because that is a raw partition where this binary goes into. So where do we output that to? Grub mk image. Oh, mnt. Ah, this goes into the mnt grub file. Yeah, all this boot logo. By the way, do we not have? You know what we need to do? We also need to do a property to logo and not use the tux here. Very important. Branding issues. Yeah, what a mess. I mean, we could, for a trial, what could possibly go wrong? Oops. Actually, we need to detect basically, what do we do here? Disk type. Okay, we do disk. Okay, we can actually disk type def SDA. Let's see if this gives us some proper prep. Yeah. What do we grab there? Grab B1. Grab B. So basically, what do we do? We do best steps. Grab B1. Prep. Prep boot. Darn, we have the native. Thank you very much. Okay, fine, we can also just type it. So basically, if that matches... Wow, the syntax highlighting is slow. I usually don't re-indent everything to preserve history. That might be considered bad style by some, but better than... Yeah, that needs to go in some functions. It doesn't scale like that. So basically, some of the stuff can be shared. So later I need to clean this up for a test. We can... What do we have here? Arch, right? If arch matches... what do we have? Chirp? Was it capital or capital? So that probably should match like that. And welcome everyone. Yes, please configure. This is a new boot grub config. Okay, that does not yet work. I added the right file, right? Just see what's platform. Here we assigned that wrong. We wanted to add this to Arch. Reinstall. Okay, that is also slightly misleading. Okay, this still doesn't work. Ah, here's also... Ah, because we don't have... Yeah. That's why we do testing. And yes, statically typed stuff would have found it. But nah. Okay, here, that works now. Yeah, there. That is what I wanted to see here. So what we need to do... So basically we need to check the partitions. IBM. Is it actually? It's not. Nah. It's not really IBM, right? It's AIM. Is it Apple? I mean, Apple didn't use it. It's not really AIM if Apple didn't use it, did it? Yeah. IBM. IBM. Install into a raw partition. Bootstrap grep. How was it spelled? I mean, basically, how do we? I mean, this is slightly misleading, right? This chirp is using prep partitions, like prep, of course, already being, of course, removed by the Linux kernel, gods, because reasons. Prep. What was the prep boot or so? Prep boot. B1 partition. Then no. Yeah, it's a little bit misleading, but whatever. I didn't make this. Maybe the type doesn't even matter. I never checked if the type actually matters. Okay, no chirp prep partition. For some reason, or did we SED that wrong? No, that should be prep boot. Prep boot. What did I? Partition 1. What else did I mess up there? Inst device. Okay, let's set X. Yeah, doesn't matter. Ah, this is wrong also. This is why this doesn't work. That's fun. Okay, that sucks. Okay, let's pretend this doesn't happen for now. Let's inst def equals def sda for now. That is, I need to fix this another day. That is too many bugs. Okay, so partition. No, this works. Good. To do fix LVM setup and stuff. Nah. Of course, you test install the most fancy setup and then it doesn't work. So, oh wait, this work here. Wait, it did work, didn't it? Okay, this did work. So we need to create a image here. So basically, where would we? We need a little bit more though. We need some built-in script for setting the device so for now, let's... Also, we need to add a special elf node. YouTube is writing more. Prefix. Some things I need to check later, but that let's theoretically... Yeah, that's what we need to do is to do temp file. Yeah. And built-in config script. And then we need... I don't know if we need to, but maybe we better do. I saw the grub install code clears that. The question is, I don't know what... I mean, I tested this today. Like, I literally booted with this 2 megabyte partition, so maybe we better clear it. So that, what do we have? Bootstrap equals in stuff, grab and stuff. So bootstrap should be block size better 6 just in case, and then what even did I do here? And then we need to simply write input file grub, output file. Alright, we don't. That probably should be 4K page aligned. And then delete this again, just because. And theoretically temp file, but I'm not... I could do a temp file today, but... Ach, darn. Temp grub 4. I mean... That's probably fine. So, grub... what would be the... Do I not have some built-in config script here for... Probably must use it for something already, probably for crypto stuff. Yeah, this, as I said, this needs to be refactored and better structured. Here is probably somewhere. Yeah. So this needs to be better structured for all platforms for reusing special built-in config stuff and so on. Anyway, so create that. Theoretically, I would like another order, but I leave it like this now just for diffing and stuff. Like maybe -o output first or stuff, or anyway. So clearing that, writing that. Oops. Let's see what it does. So it should run that SDA1. It probably should be fine. What did we run? Grub MK image or one page for this thing right now, but yeah. Embed file is early config, so that's what we need. Did I not have that used somewhere already? Or did I got away with that for some reason? So I believe we have no other chance but embedding an early config. Search. Ah, here we have. Is this not some? This should be. This is probably some. Is this not embedding? Where is this embedding? So yeah, basically the question is, does this UUID search work? Because on my Apple Macintoshes I had the impression it didn't. So basically, yeah, darn, so much work. Okay, you know what? With script, I do that. So basically, that's about what we need to do. Probably mostly, it should mostly, yeah. So actually, yes, yeah. There's still some. One live stream a day is not enough to keep all those fancy risk workstations maintained. I really wish the recurring theme, right? Why we can't have nice things. I wish the IT industry shows their worst standards, but crappy PC standards, and then EFI. I mean, in hindsight is always we are more educated and smart and stuff, because yeah, if we would have, I mean, there were standards, right, previously, common hardware reference platform and PowerPC reference platform stuff in EFI, but I wish sure it's not PC, it's PowerPC. Yeah. But I mean, ironically, the early common hardware reference platform stuff was PC-ish based, and Apple did it differently. Like, if at least Apple would have used, like, why did Apple not use a raw partition to load that? Then, I mean, obviously Apple thought differently, but if there would just be more standards in IT, I mean, okay, to the fair thing, at least Sun and IBM AIM, Apple, IBM, Motorola used open firmware, at least some standard shared between PowerPC and Spark, but man, would the IT industry and landscape better if we wouldn't have gazillion, like, yeah, 12, yes, I'm aware, 12 sucking standards, and then we have the 13 EFI sucking standard. Yeah, fair point taken. I rest my case. So, was there one last thing I wanted to do for now? Yeah, it needs a huge, it needs a huge refactoring. So basically, this probably should be more staggered, like setting some like boot viruses, and like then if crypto, then adding layers or stuff. But yeah, but it had to be prototyped once before, like once you need it somewhat working, and realized, but we need this special case and that Spark and that PowerPC, and good. So basically, yeah, config file. Was there anything else I wanted to? Maybe a separating space here. Yeah, it's probably mostly fine for now. Yeah, it's not finished, but I need to go, and it's too long a live stream anyway, yeah, of course. I mean, even with prototyping and stuff, 1 hour here, 1 hour there. At the end of the year, the year's quickly over if you open source every day. etc stone. So what did we get? platform 2, grabbing that stuff. Attention, sync with stone, not install. EFI, then EFI. Otherwise, append to arch. Then we have here arch chirp stuff. I mean, theoretically, maybe I should. Yeah, I better leave it. I mean, it kinda mostly is. it probably will mostly anyway boot by your first SCSI drive, but yeah. Anyway, so it's good enough for documentation and prototyping purposes. I hope you enjoyed this, learned something, especially as keeping 33 platform architecture variant things supported is a tremendous amount of work, which would be amazing if you share, like, subscribe, Patreon, YouTube membership, GitHub sponsor. Initial prototyping to port arch platform and stone mod grab 2. I have to further work on that. The next time I will install something like that. Basically, I need to prototype this. The question is, how do we want to find that? By UUID, by... yeah. Anyway, that's it for this video. I would say I could one thing for testing dev SDA, because for testing purposes I installed here. What did I boot? Because we need a smaller init RD2. Let's copy for testing. I want this on my next reboot. Yep, that's it for this video then. One small step for keeping exotic, vintage, but gorgeous looking IBM PowerPC workstations alive. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. Have a good day and night, and I hope to see you soon for the next advanced RISC stuff to come.